My name is Rania Al-Masri from the swing state of North Carolina. Ruwa, you were asked a very specific question, and you marvelously evaded the answer by talking about state and not the president.
No, I didn't.
You said that you are still waiting for a response from Kamala Harris. I think her statements in the debate and the platform were very clear that she will continue to support the genocide.
Yep.
And she will continue to propagate Zionist lies. But it's not only that you are continuing to defend a genocider, you are doing worse on Twitter. Because here you have said that we are being pushed to a binary choice. You are pushing us to a binary choice because on social media you have been attacking the choice that we have, which is presidential candidate Jill Stein. You have called our presidential candidate vile by rejecting genocide. You have called her not strategic because she dares to campaign in swing states. My question to you is, when our people in Palestine are refusing to raise the white flag of surrender, when our people in Palestine are refusing to accept crumbs, why are you? And if you want to hold on to the genocider, please at least do not attack those of us who refuse to bow down to the Democratic presidential candidate and rather want to be a dignified choice.
So, first and foremost, as I just stated in my comments, there was an endorsement that was offered, but it was not given, right? There was a negotiation that was happening, and if you go look on anything I've written, particularly after the DNC, it has been very clear. And as Representative Abdel Nasser said, what we have are specific metrics. If they provide these metrics, we will give our endorsement. It's really not a difficult conversation. For me personally, literally the first thing I did when I went to Georgia is I said, this is unacceptable. All of these plans and commitments that we had are no longer on the table because you did not hold your end of the bargain. Again, a commitment to ending the genocide. Now, as it relates to Jill Stein specifically, my biggest concern is that when you call, for example, a representative who has identified what's happening as a genocide, a pro-genocide candidate. So, hold on. So, right. But my point is, what happens is, right. But she is a presidential candidate. I want to be clear, this presidential candidate also, had come after me before. And I hadn't said anything up until that point. I have tried really hard to walk this fine line. But my concern is that I really do care about making sure that if anybody wants to talk about this issue and say they are on our side, because again, if you say you're on our side, to your point, you're 100% correct, there should be a much higher standard and a much higher bar. That is my belief. If you say you're on our side, your bar has to be higher. And if you tell somebody, for example, oh, this person who is not pro-genocide is pro-genocide, what it does is it actually reduces our coalition. And it reduces the number of people on our side. I know it's not fair, but I want to be very honest.
AOC Pelosi has continued to endorse Kamala Harris and refused to sign the ceasefire resolution.
So
that is not being pro-genocide, then what is?
So to be clear, we've had multiple members of Congress who signed the resolution, including those who allied with us, also endorse her. I'm not here to litigate one member or another. My big focus has been mis and disinformation and how it plays into moments like this. I don't want our community to feel like everybody is an enemy and everyone sucks and everyone is the same. Because what worries me about that is then if you think everyone sucks and everybody is the same, then you're like, there's no point in engaging. And I've heard this at the doors. When we went canvassing, people said, everybody is terrible, what's the point of doing this? And I think we have a responsibility, to be clear, only because I don't want us to fall into nihilism. I don't want us to give up the power that we have because this is a disinformation campaign aimed at us. It is saying nobody is standing with us. And the problem is when you have candidates like us down ballot and we go knock on someone's door and they say, everyone's the same, everybody sucks, nothing matters. That's what it plays into. And that's my only concern. That's it.
Okay, I'm going to get back to